Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Okay, let me just load up the chat. Okay. Hello, Rom. Hope everyone is fine and well. Yeah. I'm just gonna grab my drink from my desk over here. Alright. Got my drink. Let's go for qualifying then. 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of softs, so should be fun. Nah. 124.5 by Charles Leclerc. Skip forward while I have a drink. Okay. We're gonna go out when we have one lap shot. Here we go. Leaving the garage now. Now we go to start our lap then.
We've been pushed down to P22.
Here we go then. Yellow flags down the main straight. Nuh-uh. They're coming out the pit lane, that's one. Hello, Raids. Yeah, bear with me. Nah. Okay, let's go follow up them. Off we go. One shot of the dust lap. Here we go. Turn number 1, smooth on the braking. Throw the car in the corner. Bit of an oversteer today. 5 laps of fuel. What the hell are the team doing? 5 laps. That's why we're struggling now, because we're understeering everywhere like crazy. Because there's so much fuel in the car.
Left in this session and we're in the drop zone.
That's why we're also going off the track now, because there's so much fuel in the car. Why have they put that much? 5, so essentially 6 laps of fuel they've put, because if you calculate it coming out of the pit lane to here, that's approximately 6 laps of fuel they've put in the car. That is not good. That's just going to affect our lap time massively now. As you can see, we're really struggling to keep the car on the road here. As you can see, twitching the car everywhere. Don't want to hit that barrier like we did in sprint qualifying. At this point, even if we cut the corners, it doesn't really make a difference, because we're struggling everywhere. 6 laps of fuel is crazy to see how much we're twitching everywhere. Now we got to pray that we can finish this lap. 4.5 laps of fuel now. Heading towards the final corner now. This is the only lap we're gonna get in. Is this us through to Q2? Yes, it is. P6, but still. Oh goodness, and already you can see it's off already, because it's not even the tyres. The tyres are fine. We can do 2-3 push laps in a row. There's too much fuel in the car. Power loss of fuel is correct. Yeah, it's totally correct, especially for qualifying. Alright, we end up P6 then, not bad. But still, cost us a lot of a lap time there. Who is out? Both Hassas, both kick Sabers, one V carb and our teammate obviously. P22 for him. Nice. So yeah, that's essentially out. Practically. Alright, this time let's check the fuel before we leave the garage. Huh, they want to put another 5.7 laps of fuel in the car. They're crazy or something. No, 2.9 laps is enough. That's all fuel we need. Likewise, we're going to skip ahead to the end of the session. 24 full. I have a feeling Charles Leclerc is going to be that time. Oh, P2 only. Piastri 23.8. Crazy. Lando P3, Max P4. Let's go then. At least 1.5 and 2 laps to go. Yeah, that's enough. Can't put 1.5 because he's coming out of the pit lane as well. So.
Okay, I'm afraid we've pushed down to P16.
People are coming out of the pit lane. There's traffic. So we're just gonna halt here for a bit. Mother, what do you think about? I can't lie. Lovely. It was a nice race. I liked it, especially Lewis's overtakes because I'm a huge Lewis fan. Okay. So to see Lewis gain all those positions from the pit lane as well, so it's amazing. I'd say FIA should have just raced in the wet because, you know, they brought full wet tire, extreme wet tire. They're called extreme wet tire. They can hold so much water, liters of water. What's the point of red flagging the race when F2, Formula 2, they did a race in the full wet, essentially? No red flag, no safety car. Well, yeah, actually, no safety car. They had decent, beautiful W battles there. F2, in F2, remember back in 2019, their F2 had the crash, the big crash, which caused the death of Antoine Hubert. And F1 has all the things. They have the full wet tire, the extreme wet tire. They have you know, so much systems in the car. You're telling me a $15 million car can't run in wet weather? And it's not even, it wasn't even like 2021 Spa. It was decent, normal wet weather. They could have raced in it. But no, FI was like, nah, we need to red flag it. Yeah, I get it. Visibility at the start of the race was so poor. Even I wouldn't race in that condition. So that's fine. But the delay of an hour, they delayed the whole race by an hour. Maybe they could have done the hour, because yes, the visibility was pretty poor, especially riding on board with, I think it was Lewis on the Sky Sports app, and it was just crazy, the spray. But man, after that it went up, and there was no need to essentially red flag it after that. They could have raced after 20-15 minutes, or like Max said, do a lap behind the safety car to clear up the water and then go rolling style, standing style. And also they didn't need to do a rolling, they could have done a standing. It would have made the race even more fun. But yeah, race is over. I mean, just go to Hungary now, bitches, this weekend, and we are having good delta then. We are going to continue this lap. But yeah, I will check the chat. I will check the chat raids. I usually check it in the big straights because it's quite hard to see the chat and turn in the corner because I'm watching it from my phone. So just bear with me until the big straight. Nah. At the moment, as it stands, looks like we are going to be through to Q3. Bit of slide there. I'm going to return to the garage. That's what I thought. They red flagged the racers back when they would even race. Yeah, I know, right? And that time they didn't even have Halo. Oh dear. P12. Albon's out. Both Williams, both Alpines, and the second V carb. Crazy. For some reason, YouTube YT recommends this game as... No, it doesn't recommend F1 2020. It recommends this game as F1 2017, lads. The game is F1 2017 apparently, not 2024. So, yeah. Alright. Who's ready for Q2? I need a shout in the chat. Just having some popcorn. I can't lie, this popcorn has no taste. It says sweet and salty popcorn. This is not sweet and it's not salty. Not so sure if that's not salty. They hate us, you know. That's fun. Anyway, we have got 2.3 laps of fuel, so that's fine. We've got a new set of soft tires, guys. So we have one set and a new set. Another set. But the main reason why we have a new set because we didn't use softs in the sprint race. We used meds, and they were better for medium time. And here we go. First lap in Q3. Storm the car out there, and you can see so far. Don't want to get too trigger happy on the throttle here, especially not around sector 1 in Miami because you do spin a lot if you do hit the curb. As you see there, big slide for us there. Corrected it in time to continue the lap. Like I said, I'll check the chat on the straight, so do not guys don't think I'm ignoring you. I'll never do that to my fans. It's just the thing is that it's really hard to see the chat and turn in the corner because, you know, I'm watching this chat from my phone, not the TV screen. So yeah, if you just brush the barrier there, that's gonna... How was that exceed track? Okay, the game said 1 raindrops on the track if I raise the light for an hour. Bro, how is this exceeding track limits? Somebody tell me. Okay, I'd say all 4 wheels off the track, but I didn't gain any time from it. I literally didn't gain any time from it. Again, exceeding track limits. For what? I didn't even gain time. Again, another exceeding track limits for driving on the track. This game really does hit me, isn't it? So, waste the battery here. Gosh, this popcorn sucks. I was eating ice cream while the formation was going, then got delayed for 1 hour. Ice cream wasted and all. Guys, what do you think we should do? 2 push laps? 8 mins left in the session. Mins. B2 only. I believe we can do 2 push laps. We have no battery, but we can regen it. We'll do 2 push laps. 23.9 for Norris. I would say if we didn't mess up sector 1, maybe sector 2, sorry. Sector 2, maybe we'd have got the top 3, maybe.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
There's a car in low fuel mode. Sorry, it feels very slow, the car. I don't know why. Without the battery, we're topping at 195. Yeah, not bad. And that's just me because I haven't played all day today, so maybe it's just me. Coming around the second sector now, and this lap feels much smoother, but the delta just says no, not today. Today, SB. Right over that curve there. Smooth turn in the corner. I don't believe we're going to improve our lap time here. We have been 0.3 laps of fuel. I would see us improving. We'll just rear end the barrier there. We're going to come in the pit lane in this lap. I didn't realise the pit lane was there. Okay. Yeah. Race is going to be after qualifying today. Do stay tuned. But yeah. Okay. Here we go then. P3 at the moment. I'm going to use a new set of softs. Let's see what they're doing. 28.6, 23.9, and 31.1 for us. Oh no. I forgot to check the timer. Sorry about that. 2 minutes to get out there. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we made it in time. Yeah, 17 seconds. We're out of qualifying. Oh dear. I didn't check the time. I was eating and I didn't check. Whoops. Shall we restart the session but just do a 1 push lap? Oh, come on, man. That's not fair. Well, P3 then. I don't want to restart it. It won't be fair. I need to, but let me guess. Oh god, Lando's on pole. Okay. So far, pole positions this season has been me, then Norris, me, then Verstappen, me, then now it's going to be Norris again. Great. Okay. How are we in Miami? Last time I checked, it was Bahrain. You better upload highlights. I did. P3 is good, just Leo, yeah. That's Pete Ali for us. Aston Martin, P7 and P10. What happened to Valtteri Bottas at the end? I don't know. Hamilton and Russell. Goodness me. Red Bull, I'm surprised. P5 and P6 for Red Bull. I have uploaded highlights. I've uploaded Bahrain, Australia uploaded today, Saudi and Japan there won't be any highlights, and also China sprint because we didn't finish in those races. Yeah. Everything else I will upload. So to be fair, I was having a snack. I was eating. I didn't realise, I just clicked the forward the time. I forgot to check that we had to do the lap still. That's totally my fault. So I'm gonna have to pay the price for them. Yeah, guys, ignore this bot. I haven't had time to go on my PC and block him. So put user in timeout for 1 minute. Ignore the messages the bot sends. That's not me, that's the bot. I set it up a long time ago and I just totally forgot to remove the bot, so I will remove it this week. Trust me. We'll go to the race. I'm gonna disconnect the mic for the introduction, but never going to buy F124 because I feel that's a waste of money. For example, you buy a game every year for it to only have 3. Yeah, that's true. Like for example, the only reason why F125 is good is the handling and breaking point series. That's it. But I'll come back to that. Let's just watch the introduction.
Formula One has arrived in the Sunshine State for spectacular sunsets, gentle breezes, warm waters, and for what will be a fantastic race day here at the Miami International Autodrome. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I'm sure it's one that will please the fans. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Lopez, Sainz, Verstappen, Leclerc, Stroll, Russell, Hamilton, Bottas, Gasly, Albon, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Hauger, Vesti, Behrman, Sonoda, Sargent, Théo Pourchaire, Joe, and the reserve driver rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was around 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance, but because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Right, mate, I know it's hot in that cockpit, believe me, but your tyres are even hotter than that. You've got to work really hard today to keep them cool, otherwise we're going to suffer with our performance.
Indeed. We're going to suffer, and there is no performance in the car. Sorry. But, yeah, there is performance, so don't worry. Okay, I'm just gonna post the graphics real quick, and then we'll get ready to start off this race. Then Miami Grand Prix. My phone has 4%, so I might want to consider charging right now. But yeah, let me load up the chat again. Albon is in Ferrari, something I'll never understand. Lots of changes this year. I mean, Charles going to Red Bull from my team, so yeah. Okay, I have posted the graphic. What round is this? This is round, let me think. Miami, Bahrain, Saudi, Australia, Japan, China, Miami, round 6. Okay, there we go. Someone thought the race highlights I made hits, but I made a race highlights back in season 2 or season 1. I think it was S2, yeah, season 2. It was Abu Dhabi race highlights. I made it. Somebody thought the race highlights were so realistic, they commented saying, "Not gonna lie, Lewis should have won Abu Dhabi." And then 2 minutes later, they were like, "Oh wait, this is not Abu Dhabi 2021. This is a different one." The amount of confusion it was, I was just dying in laughter, literally. But yeah. So now doing a Saba feels weird. Okay. I'm gonna... There's a strategy then, medium to hard. Just charging my phone. So don't worry, I will look at the chat. Okay, it's sitting next to me. For some reason my charger doesn't want to work now. Must be the charger, guys. Must be the charger. My drink is not working. Must be the drink. I just put Ferrari's a meme. This is not good. My phone is not charging. This ain't good. My phone is sat at 4%. I have no other way to check the chat. So if I can't check the chat, we're gonna have to postpone the race. Let me... One second, guys. Trying to charge my phone. The plug or something. Maybe the wire's broken inside. Let me check. I don't have a new charger, so we kinda might be cooked. Let me turn off my phone. Wait. What's going on? Why today, when I need my phone the most, the charger doesn't want to work? Come on, man. This is not good, guys. Apologies for the wait. Something is not working with my phone. It does not want to charge, and I can't connect it to the PS4 because there is no socket to charge it. Okay. It's still not charging. This is not good, is it? There's no other way I can charge it. I don't have another charger. Let me check my drawer. Do apologise for the delay, guys. If you're just joining, welcome along. Just trying to find a way for my phone to connect, because I don't think 4% will last the whole Miami 20 lap race. So unless this charger miraculously works, we aren't gonna get underway anytime soon. I don't know what it is. It was working the whole day perfectly fine. Now I'm live streaming, it's like, nope, not today, not charging. They should add a feature where my team liveries change at least. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. The charging port is brick probably, or just the charger. No, it can't be it can't be. I was there we go. Is it? Is it charging? Wait, it's charging, guys. Give a clap. Oh. Celebrate too soon, it's not charging. Or maybe the phone is hot. No, it's not hot. Okay, let me try a different socket. Yeah, this ain't good. Wait. Okay, should be better now. I need everyone to pray in the chat. Unless the plug, it's not the plug, it's the charger itself. Okay, just charged, it just showed the symbol and now isn't working again. This is not really good at all. Right, the only thing I can do is switch off my phone and put it back on. Maybe then what? Right, I will switch off the phone, then I'll put it back on. We will get the race underway then while I turn it back on. But yeah, this is our strat then. Let me turn on my phone now. Okay, so don't want to make the same mistake as last week. So we're gonna keep it as 22 laps of fuel. Park family rule. So we're gonna switch this up to 20. We're 28, 24. Everything else is fun. Okay, top 5 on meds, mediums. Everybody should. This guy is suffering in Alpine. They put him on soft tires, and the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people went on soft. I have no words. No words whatsoever. Okay, my phone's turned back on. Let me charge it now. Let's hope it's charging. Low battery remaining. No kidding. Still no. So it's the charger, I believe. Right, one more shot at it. If not, I'm gonna have to get. Oh, it just turned on. Still no. Okay. 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 Oh god. Oh, so the part where it's charging, where the part where you put the cable in, I have to hold it and then it will charge. Yeah, no, I'm not holding this thing for the next 2 hours. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, it's charging, guys. I'm gonna just not check the chat for about 10 minutes. About that. Let me just check the chat quickly on here, quickly. Broadcast settings. I don't know if you can see this. Most likely you can't. View comments. Okay. The last comment was a pray message. Okay, here we go then, guys. The Miami Grand Prix. I'll wait for it to be at least as 10-15%, then I'll take it and we can I can use it. But yeah, the strategy for today: get these tires minimum half race distance. Okay, they're planning to box lap 9 of 19. if we can keep these meds until mediums till like lap 10, lap 11, lap 12, we will do so. Go to the hard tires. We're not going to touch the soft compounds either. Unless there's a red flag, we'll use the soft tires. Otherwise, no. Guys, should we use the full wet? I think that's the best strategy. Full wet tire till the end of the race, because there's rain forecasted for Tuesday, and it's Sunday. So why don't we box 2 days earlier? You know, Ferrari mentality essentially. We can box two days earlier, and then we'll come out. We'll still be in the lead of the race, hopefully. You know, who knows? Who knows? Only the Ferrari gods know. Piastri being a bit too slow in the formation lap there. Come on, buddy, speed things up. But this is slower than a safety car, buddy. Alright, time to overtake everybody here. I'm sorry, McLaren, Papaya, but yeah, you guys are too slow, especially on the formation lap. Hello, Lando. Goodbye, Lando.
Okay, as things stand.
So as it stands in P3, we will finish the championship standings at P5. That's not good, as it. Let me check the chat on the thing here. I use a charging pad. Nice. The problem is I charge my phone all day, and then like it was charging, it was working all day when I needed it, and now it's not. It cries. But man, here we go. Slow and steady wins the race. Ooh,
okay, incredible parking there.
Let me have my drink.
That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
My phone's 7%, so it's charging. But here we go. Final car lining up on the grid. Green flag is waving at the back of the field. There's a man here waving the green flag still. Buddy, you can put the green flag down, bud. Here we go then. The Miami Grand Prix is 5 lights away. And the two McLarens are going to lead it away as Oscar Piastri has a very stalled start into turn 1. We're going to try already. Lunge down the inside. Let me check what the comments are saying quickly. 15%. Nice. You'll have enough to watch the stream. He's already stalled the start, is Oscar Piastri. Yeah, I have nowhere to go. I have to commit to this. And then this guy's like, nope. Yep. And that small touch, because you know F124 is just a bugged game. Listen, that small touch broke my floor. This, I don't even care. He hit me. That's fine, but he's ruined his own race. He hit the rear tire. What breaks? The floor. Total F124 logical, guys. He hits the front wing, the rear wing breaks. You know, Gran Turismo 7 should add a career mode that would be so it would be choose to work Super Formula GT3 and stuff. I mean, you can do that using mods, I believe, but yeah, I understand what you mean. But okay, this time I'm not going to say anything into turn 1. I'm going to not send it a lunge down the inside on Lando as Oscar's banging wheels with Carlos. How embarrassing. Watch being the championship leader, P3, battling against a Ferrari in P4 in the performance stats when McLaren are P2. Oh, Lando's had a very poor exit for a bun there. We are going to send it down here before we cross sector 1 line. We are going to go wheel to wheel. 2 British drivers here fighting for the lead of the Miami Grand Prix, and also Lando Norris won his first race in real life here in Miami, so that's why he wants to win today. And here we go, we're going round the outside, trying to take the lead away from Lando Norris. Late break from us, and we do so up until P1 here, as there is Piastri battling with Carlos Sainz still as we head towards the end of sector 3, sector 2 here. We are charging away to sector 3. We've built practically half a second gap to Lando Norris. Now, can we do the same thing next lap is the question, because then Q, they will have DRS, and the DRS is quite powerful, especially on this long straight, because you can practically win a race using the DRS around that long straight. Using the DRS here doesn't really give you much an advantage, as you can see the battery which Lando Norris is using is nowhere near catching to us. Yeah, he can't lunge down the inside as of yet. However, DRS enabled. Our strategy is either let Lando buy for DRS, block him off, or just defend with all our might, all the power, all the tyre where we have, the battery pack, the tyres, everything, and try and lead this away. Because Piastri 1.4, 1.6 seconds behind us as we go purple through sector 1. Norris hits his front wing on our car. I'm not flashbacking, but look at this. Is that my fault? I mean, it's kind of gone from a long way back as well. Also for me, I could have given him more space, but I didn't. What would you say about it, guys? Let's see. What's everybody saying in the comments? Let me see. View comments. Who is Akil? Streamlabs tweaking. Akil is my name, but who is that second name? Okay, let me ban this bot. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know who this bot is. I don't know when I added him. Long time ago I added him back. Okay. Wait, yeah. Put user in timeout. I'm putting in timeout for 24 seconds. Why not? Let's time out for another 24 seconds. We timed him out for 2 days, lads. Hoodie. I have 70% battery. Let me check the chat now. Okay. Right. Apologies. Now, our plan. We're gonna have to still. Oh, that's just gonna ruin the plan now. Catalyzers. Norris goes round the outside. Is he gonna get DRS? No, he's not. He's not gonna get. Oh no! Lando got in front of us before the detection point, and here we come with the DRS. Oh, very aggressive there, aren't you, Lando? That was a bit too aggressive. I mean, I gave you the position nice and smoothly, but nah, you didn't want to put up a fight, and the guy decided to like snap my front tire, so for a bump there. But here we go, Ben. We're gonna get DRS then. Coming down the long straight, and this is the DRS I was talking to you all about. The powerful of the DRS, the power. Look at the power. Before we even get to the braking point, I'm already going to be alongside of Lando Norris here, and we are going to look for a lunge. However, I don't want to send it because he will turn into the corner, and then I will lose my front wing or something. So I don't want to have that, especially no floor damage around here. 1:26.9. 26.886 by Charles Leclerc, who currently takes the fastest lap away from as Norris. You can see he's really twitching that McLaren. He's really struggling to get up to power. Coming upon the first second DRS zone of this circuit. That's like the first DRS zone, would it be, isn't it? Not the main straights, but yeah, the second DRS zone. First DRS zone coming up now. As what the hell are you doing, Oscar? What the hell? I will show you the crash, guys. One time my entire front wing broke. I was on the last time. P3 in my team. How? How to brake? Yeah, that's my question. This is the crash. Piastri. He just fully took me out there, mate. And you're telling me he had no damage apart from what? What did he get? Only front wing. That's it. He fully took me out there. That's just totally his fault there, because you've got to be kidding me. I don't know, was he probably game bug or something? Look at this dust, guys. Is this my fault? He just fully hit me and then I lose grip because of that. Okay, let me try again. I'm literally sticking to the edge of the wall here. Trying my best not to hit him because I don't want to damage my car, especially not today in Miami. Right, send on him. I finish in the top, finish in the top 3. I lead every single Miami GP. Could this be the season where we keep it up as Norris? Alright, Lando, time to go in the wall, buddy. But Max, I hate you. Oh, Piastri hates you, bro. It's every race, mate. He wants to hit me every single race. Right, really? Okay. This time, keeping us. Oh, we've had a beautiful exit. Coming out of there. Norris has had a very poor exit. As you can see, we're not deploying the battery yet. I'm waiting for my detection. There we go. DRS as well. Always after 50 meters of DRS, I'll enable the battery, because then you save 25% heading towards the final corner, like I just did there, like so. And now look at the traction we have coming out of the final corner now. Flat bed down towards the main straight. Take out the outside curb here, and now we can send it on Lando Norris. You can see him in the. He can see us in the mirrors. We can see Oscar Piastri in our mirrors. We can see him behind us in the behind camera, the back camera. But here we go then, trying to catch on to Lando Norris now. This is the question. You can see a bit of a slide from us there. What's the tyres? Not bad at all. 8%, 8%, 8%, 10%. So not too bad at all whatsoever. They are warming up nice and smoothly here. But Norris is going to be a sitting duck coming down the big straight now, because he's going to have his teammate charging me. He's going to have me charging him. And we might not even get to the big straight where we need to wait, because we're going to try here. And you can see he's defending aggressively. And as a good, well-being driver, I'm going to just back out of it and try again next corner. You can see how impatient I am, because we're losing so much battery from defending against Piastri and charging against Norris. And you can just tell he's just so slow coming out of that chicane there. And like I said, Lewis versus Verstappen rivalry is happening again, except it's you and Piastri. Probably then here comes Piastri nearly took both of us out of the race again. But yeah, here we go again. Like I said, disabled the battery. This time we had 15% coming around the final bend now. And Norris, you can see, having a bit of a twitch coming out of the final corner. It's all up to us now. Can we get onto him here is the question. We've got DRS. Like I said, the DRS down the main straight is not really paying, because you can't really get an overtake done. You can only get closer to the car ahead, and we have done so. Now battery enabled. Aim now is essentially just keep pushing Norris, edging him to make a mistake, like force himself off the track, or lock up, or you know, wheel to wheel action, and then just he suddenly backs out of it and then just has to settle for P2 at the moment until pit purple sector 1. That is the first purple, 29.5 as well through the first sector. I don't even realise we were going to get in the 29s in sector 1, but Piastri, we're going to let him by, because don't want to put up a fight yet. Coming down the inside here, defend with all our might. And now, because Piastri went behind in front of us, you can see Norris was like, oh yeah, my teammate's behind me, much less pressure now. But now we're still on to Lando Norris. This occasion, much closer to Lando Norris. Little bit of battery this time. Piastri's supposed to be chilled. For real, yeah. Here we go, DRS, enable it, and we are coming to Lando Norris. You can see the background. You can see that the time is coming down. Just not enough time to send it. We are going to send it. A very late lunge, and we do take the lead of the Miami Grand Prix for the first time in 5 laps, and we sadly can't get the fastest lap at the end, because we did make the overtake, losing some time there. Norris tries to defend, tries to overtake us there. He has to yield through there. Now Piastri will have DRS on Norris. Norris will have DRS on us. So what's our aim? I bet the chat knows. Regen the battery and then charge again. So that's what we're doing. Regen the battery. As you can see, I could use the battery. I could pull a full second away, but there's no point, because he's going to get us either way. And as you can see now, we're going to deploy the battery bit. The battery essentially acts like a DRS. So we're essentially deploying DRS, but they've got ERS and DRS, and we're going to still transcend the lunges. 2 McLarens versus
Safety car, safety.
Both McLarens took themselves out there. This is the replay on board with the, and then he sees this. Like, okay, at this point, Lando is a sitting dog. He's sandwiched between us. Between Piastri should have backed out. He didn't. And then it's just, yeah, all of us contract. Probably Max and Oscar switched teams secretly. Probably, you know, as this McLaren hate us. McLaren hate us, literally, and they both hate us. Right, just gonna. I'm gonna be realistic here and just back out, I guess. As brush the curb there. I can't wait for Papaya to crash into each other. Imagine it, man. Both McLarens hitting each other. It'll be crazy to see. It'll be so fun. Piastri leads this race, Ben. However, Piastri wasn't clever because he didn't realise he's going to be absolutely cooked coming down this long straight now because I have DRS. Norris has DRS. There was. Are you telling me Norris can't pass his teammate? I'm backing up. Oh! Piastri's locked up and.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Prick. Like, okay. Let me get this straight. Piastri locks up. Here's Piastri. He locks up here. He's gone fully off the road already. Norris is there. I don't know who will win the championship between Norris and Piastri. I feel like Norris will win it because Piastri has the championship mentality. However, Norris does make a lot of mistakes. Piastri, though, he's just too aggressive, I'd say. Like Silverstone, he could have won it. Aggressive, maybe he could have won it if he didn't mash up that incident with Max. And that was totally his fault. I am a big fan of Lewis. My big F1 fan, Formula 1 fan is Lewis Hamilton. I also support McLaren, both McLaren drivers, Norris and Piastri. I like Piastri a lot because he's a young driver, beautiful, racecraft he has, the attitude he has to racing, the respect he has for everybody's W. But Silverstone, where everybody can agree with me that was just his fault. He shouldn't have braked that much. Like they were all trying to get Max a penalty because he was going to get a race ban either way if he got 1 point. So that's the thing. There's both McLarens wheel to wheel here. Let's go and get on in the action. You absolute prick! Get in the barrier. Did you see that, guys? He just turned into my car. Did you see that?
Wait for the marshals.
I bet you've all saw that. I just need to put the braking system on and off. That's just not fair, but yeah, here we go. Oh, they're going wheel to wheel again, guys. I'ma call it. Piastri's gonna collide with Norris. Norris is still going for it. Heading into this chicane. One of you need to back out. Norris does a sensible thing. Lewis then backs out. Alright. Rear sliding a lot there. Max fell off. I can't lie. I say Norris has a chance to bump. Yeah, she has to take with the Belgian group is good. Yeah, the car fell. If Red Bull are being thinking. Oh wait, I was gonna speak about IRL, but wait, you can wait for now. Yeah, Norris is going wheel to. He's still trying. He's still trying with his teammate. I don't know how. I would back out. I would back out right now, Lando. Don't do it, Lando. Don't do it, Lando. Lando, don't do it. Through goes Hamilton moment there. Oh, this is a Titanic battle, guys. Oh come on, that was just not fair. You just fully. What were you doing there, mate? Did you guys see that? That was just not on. That was just fully Oscar's fault. Why did he swerve left and right? He can't be struggling with the medium tire. Like already, I am struggling with the rears, but that's mainly because of the setup I've chosen. Rear sliding. I've sacrificed my race. Why is a kick Sauber appeared? No, not restart. Race director. Joe Guanyu's gonna win the race, guys. Joe's gonna win the race. Trust me. Look, he's doing the Ferrari strategy, soft to hard. He's gonna win the race, lads. Trust me. He's gonna win it by 55 seconds. Leclerc and Sainz, former teammates, wheel to wheel bet. That's just something you don't often see. Okay. Keep it nice and tidy at the moment. But then, here we go. Let's say, yeah, one thing I was going to say, sorry, before we had Norris and Piastri battling, was, if Red Bull think Max can still win the World Drivers' Championship this season, Red Bull, you need to have a reality check, because Max is about 64, maybe 74 points or 75 points behind Piastri and Norris in the championship. Max needs to have the best. He needs to have a replica of 2023 car, the Red Bull 2023 car, or he's not going to win the championship for sure. Because you're telling me a guy who is driving a tractor around every single circuit, embarrassing Red Bull, is going to win a race, win the championship. You're just kidding me, because I don't think he is, especially in that tractor of a Red Bull, because that car is going nowhere. And to be fair, down to Mitch, they can't really say, like, you know, oh, it's the car. Like, for example, Tsunoda, the second driver's seat is not even, is cursed, yes, but it's the car. They haven't given Tsunoda the upgrades. Now that the V car principle has come to Red Bull, now we can say, you know, now we much fair, because Tsunoda deserves much more. You know, maybe Lawson as well. Yes, Lawson didn't prove himself in the first 2 races. However, I think Lawson had stuff to prove. I think he had potential to prove in Red Bull. Hopefully next year we'll see him in the Red Bull suit again. Who knows? Max still won races, they're just screwed. He is talented, yeah, he is a good driver, but if he was in McLaren, I probably don't think. Maybe. Depends though. I think no, I don't think so. Piastri is still one of the best drivers in the McLaren team garage there. But by that, Norris pits, Piastri stays obviously the lead drivers of each team pitting. Everyone pray. Norris has a bad stop. Okay. Oh, he has had a bad stop. He's had a very poor stop. He had to wait for the Aston Martin to go. Right, quick stop, a big stop, quick stop.
Right, let's go, come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
We're behind him.
That was our last
Where are
stop.
we? P8,
No more
not bad.
scheduled pit stops. Let's
Boss
go.
8, not bad. Keep with Norris. Norris is trying to go away from us here. Okay, Sainz and Verstappen. Okay, where's Charles Leclerc? Oh, Charles Leclerc hasn't pitted yet. He stayed out. Bitted. By the way, guys, what do you think of delivery? Let me know below in the Oh, someone's got incident. Someone's got yellow flags, and it can't be Carlos Sainz. It's Alex Albon. Alex Albon has got a problem with his medium tyre, and he's got an engine failure, I believe, because he is slowing down massively here. And there is Alexander Albon. He is out of the Miami Grand Prix as we pass Norris on this corner here. Could this trigger a safety car? Obviously, if so, we're cooked. We're gonna be cooked because Piastri and them not haven't paid yet. But that's Alexander Albon, his first retirement of the season in Ferrari, and he is out of the Miami Grand Prix. What would happen if Perez never joined Red Bull? Maybe the car wasn't his driving style. Probably, possibly, I don't know. Okay, Albon stopped in a very dangerous position. That should be a safety car, but at the same time, I don't wish that to be a safety car, because we're not going to be able to come back stronger this way. Piastri's still in the pit lane, lads. Piastri's still in the pit lane. Can we charge it? Coming around turn number 1. Is our undercut strategy worked about? Oh, he's sliding out of the pit lane. I don't know if you all saw that, but he slid his way out of the pit box. We've got a lap fresh, like lap what's it called? Lap used hard, so it'll be much warmer. But Albon is still stopped on the track. It shows double yellow flags coming there. Can we overtake? I can't check the minimap right now if it's cleared, but can we overtake Piastri before the double yellow flags go away? Oh, he has been cleared. Okay, it's been cleared. Green flag. Piastri slid his way out of the pit box, meaning we can catch up much closer, and these hard tires just feel absolutely doubly for us as we're trying to go around the outside here. We're going to have to back out of it. I don't want to cause a crash here, especially not at this hairpin, because there are chances to you to crash there. As Piastri has a very poor launch out of that chicane. Here we go, and Perez would probably leave Racing Point and Regent Salvador. Those are below. He could possibly Cadillac or Audi, but here we come on Oscar Piastri trying to take the lead away. We're going to go wheel to wheel into the final bend and final hairpin, final corner. We are going wheel to wheel with the championship leader of Oscar Piastri banging wheels. This is a titanic battle here in Miami. I don't know if that's not even a collision, it's a racing incident. It's a nice jewel of a battle. We're still going wheel to wheel, heading towards turn 3 now. This is something you don't often see, especially in my team career mode, but we do have to yield and let Piastri by as Norris now joins in the fight. This is going to be a three-way fight till the end of the race to determine the top three in this race. But I doubt it. I think we can get by Piastri ever so quickly here. And then we got a good battery almost dead. Thank you for joining, mate. I'll be sure to shout you out later on, but thank you all so much for joining. I will hopefully try and win this race for you as we try and go around the outside of Oscar Piastri here. We're going to go wheel to wheel again, heading into the final sector now. Still wheel to wheel here. I don't want to overtake him because I know he's tactical through here, and we do overtake him. And a bit of a lock up through there for us. Riding over the curve there. I'm giving the position to him for DRS and he's not taking it. And now Sainz and Verstappen and Leclerc have all caught up. So this is now us to try and get by here. And we have got the DRS and we are going to pass Oscar Piastri to take the lead of the Miami Grand Prix again. And we're now going to have to just sprint wise and take the car away now. Pull it away, use all the battery, and try our best now as we lead it away into turn number 1 now. Can we try and get the fastest lap now, essentially, because Charles Leclerc has the fastest lap. Can we steal it away from him is the question. Piastri's behind us. He will have DRS with Norris, so I don't know. I was like, Joe Guan, you can win this race because he boxes softs to hards and he's now P20, so I'd about that, sure. Unless we get a red flag, you know, and everybody retires. Maybe then, but no. There we go then. Piastri versus Norris. And then he will come on to us now. So we're going to have to absolutely drain the battery here. Regen the battery mode here. Battery power here. Norris is going around the outside on Oscar Piastri. We're really putting on a battle here for the fans. And yet again, we're still big slide through there for us. Heading into the hairpin corner now as we had to back out there, otherwise one of us would have crashed, and we let Norris by for the lead and swerving his car around there, trying to take us out, but it's not going to happen for him because we're going to get the DRS back again, regen the battery here. Just a bit behind Lando Norris there, look for a chance of a move. We're going to go down the inside here, try and go wheel to wheel with Lando Norris. And it isn't gonna pay off as much as we anticipated here as Piastri gets by us as well. We're trying to regen the battery power here, and Oscar Piastri is regenning the battery. We're going to try 2 moves in 1. It does work out as we're really now trying to keep the car in bay. And there is a train of cars behind the Mercedes. I believe that's Hamilton in out of the points at the moment as Piastri still not giving in, not yielding this position up here. He knows what's on the line today. No bones. As Norris. This is a really good battle. Titanic battle. 6 laps remaining of this Miami Grand Prix. We have to just try and keep our car where it should be. Just brush the barrier through there. You can see how much we brushed it there. Here we come on Norris again. Purposefully going to stick behind him. Braking very early into the corner. And now try and keep with him. We just want to have the DRS for the next lap. Then we can try and get the fastest lap. That's why I'm regenning the battery power as well. Oh, what a race so far has been. So far, a nice Titanic duel of a battle there. Norris battling along. B1 for him. 0.6 to him. 0.6 now. We just need to stay within a second for DRS detection point for the next corner, which will be turn number 1. Here we go then. 0.4 to Norris now. DRS. We're going to try and keep with him here. Not trying to fall back as of much as we do go a bit late and deep in the corner. That's going to cost us about 0.2 of a second there, but meh. As long as we're sticking within the DRS, I do not mind whatsoever. So yes, we again bit of a slide through there, going off the road a bit there. I think this car likes going off the track a lot, so that's one thing to note down. 29.9 through the first sector. Sector 2 and sector 3 must be W if we're going to try and get the fastest lap. Here we come then. DRS. Regen the battery here. We could send a lunge on Lando Norris here, but at the same time, we're not going to have DRS then. So I'm going to stick behind him purposefully for the DRS. As you can see, we're really putting on the pressure here for Lando to go, go, go. As you can see, he's not yielding whatsoever, Lando. It's been a clean W race from us though, so far today. There we go, DRS 220, 218 mph miles per hour, coming around the final corner. Need to bake it away. Is it enough to get the fastest lap by about to we brush the barrier again? It's gonna cost us a bit of time. Coming around the final corner, 26.8. It is the fastest lap. Somehow, Babono, I don't know how we got the fastest lap there as we let Lando by again. I believe now there's no one else behind us is going to get the fastest lap. Where'd my phone go? Sorry, let me check the chat. Somebody did say something. Chat is still loading up, guys, so bear with me whoever's talking. Whoever's here though, welcome along to the stream as we get 26.869 again. If you're just joining us, we started P3 for the Miami Grand Prix, and now Norris and Piastri is the leaders essentially. We've been battling along this whole race. Now the plan B is now let Norris by and grab the DRS. So this is it now, we're just using him for DRS per lap just in order to get us through. Hello Lala, welcome along. The chat has started to load up. I will check the chat on the straights because I know you just joined, so I'm just going to notify that to you because in the corners I want to focus, but make sure you have a drink, make some popcorn, make it stay next to you because this is going to be a titanic 4-lap battle to the end of the race here as we really brushing it around here on Lando Norris. The fans cheering us along as Norris tries to brake check us. Charles Leclerc trying to get P3 away from Oscar Piastri. Right, DRS again. I'm going to chase onto him. Hi, can I get moderator back again? Yeah, sure. I will give it to you in a bit. Let me just finish this overtake on Norris again. And we do make a mistake. We're going to go wheel to wheel with him though. So we can get DRS again. Brushing us through. Lando Norris not yielding whatsoever here. I like this battle though, wheel to wheel so far. We have DRS, gonna try again, sending it into turn 1 again, and we are gonna keep hold of the lead here on lap 17 of 20. One retirement from this Miami Grand Prix, it is Alex Albon in the Ferrari, and I'm sure you won't be happy burnt because of smoke engine failure for him. So we have to sadly forcefully retire the car. And that's going to cost him a lot, especially in the World Championship fight here. So, World Championship wise, Alexander Albon will move down a position or 2 positions, depending where everybody finishes. We will check after this race. As here comes Lando Norris onto us again. Oscar Piastri goes round the outside. We're going to try our level best to defend against his Piastri. Sorry, that's Norris. And us wheel to wheel here, still throwing on a beautiful battle. Despite I know what is on the line here, we've had a really good exit coming out of the chicane. Beautiful exit. W1 yellow sector 2, that's fine. We've pulled off half a second gap. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a snack. Cool. Lala, you are now moderator, standing moderator. Here we go then. Half a second to Lando Norris. Aim is now to try and lead away. We've brushed the barrier again. I don't know what kind of damage we've got. It popped up the MFD, but I don't know. It won't tell me what damage I've got either, Mark, so that ain't good. That's not good. 2 laps to try and suffer. Tyres are now starting to dag off a bit now, but
Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 8 laps old, and the time last lap,
right,
1:28.
Norris versus us.
Great stuff. We're gaining by 3
What do we do in this situation? Piastri, you are really close to my rear tyre. Leave my rear tyre alone, please. Not today. You could crash me out in Sao Paulo. Crash me out in Sao Paulo because I know that's the weakest track for us. Here comes Charles Leclerc. He had to take a base of action there. or he'd been in the barrier. But here comes Oscar Piastri, still charging for a race lead here. Oscar, you robbed me in Australia. Melbourne, you robbed me for a race win. I cannot get robbed for another win here. I deserve this today, I can't lie. Despite all the battles. Yay. But anyway, Merc, I have to say Mercedes are going to have one hell of a race to forget, especially today. So, yeah, we are going to try and get by Lando next lap. Late break here. Really charging, you can really see how much we're really forcing our car to the maximum speed here. 2 laps remaining in this Miami Grand Prix. We're battling against the 2 championship contenders and rivals, McLaren versus us. So we're battling against them, and it's been a beautiful race from us. We started P10 in the sprint race, we won it. We started P3 in this race, we led it, and now it's a chance for us to try and get this win here, a victory deserved for a very long time. Our first race win came in Imola back in season 1, but however Miami's always stayed as a special track for me because it has been a really good track for us. We've always came in the top 3 here, and as it stands we are going to keep our record of keeping in the top 3, and we are going to keep a record of winning a same track 3 times in a row. Next in a row or 3 times in our season career. And there's an incident, yellow flag, someone's crashed. Someone has crashed coming out of the hairpin chicane, and that will trigger a safety car, if not a virtual safety car. Someone has gone off. I saw yellow flags, and what has happened, who has gone off is the question. Is the Alpine spinning around? Oh no, and then the Alpine, Aston Martin and Merc have to wait, and oh no, the 2 Williams going wheel to wheel. Oh, did the Alpine just reverse? Why did he reversed in the barrier? No, I saw him reverse in the barrier. Why did you do that, mate? I'm back. Euro Edits just missed a Titanic spin on the second to last lap here. Poor Pierre Gasly won't finish the points here. He's still stopped their yellow flags, and I'm sure that will be cleared up, but that's just utter heartbreak for Alpine, who were going to get both cars in the points. Now face it, one of them back in P22 and one of them back in one of them in P20 and one of them in P9. So Alpine's hopes for constructor title fight for about P5 here is going to start to end here in Miami, and it's going to be a very poor one for him there. We go to the final lap of the race. We have very poor tyre wear, I'd say, but man, it's all up to us now to try and replicate and similar win we did before. We need to regen the whole battery power here. Norris, Leclerc and Piastri and ourselves are the contenders for this race win. Verstappen nowhere near the DRS to his teammate Charles Leclerc here. Norris is really trying here. Piastri takes P2 away. They're still wheel to wheel, still scruffling behind. We're trying to keep our car where it should be now. But yeah, what do we do? Shall we let him buy Piastri for DRS? Anyway, we don't need to let him buy because he's going to get by us with the DRS here. We're not going to use too much battery because I know the strategy here.
McLaren drivers just moved into first place.
Yeah. Okay, Piastri, P2 at the moment. Can't lie, Lando deserves P2. Okay, but nah, McLaren, papaya, you decide. As Piastri has a very good exit coming out of it. Can he get a good exit coming around here? No, he can't. I know with Zenvive always got probably an exit there. Final lap of this Miami Grand Prix is going to end here because we've got DRS on him. Norris is a bit too far back, and we're fighting for a race win. Since the ever start of the season, we got robbed in Australia for a race win. Nothing this afternoon though. We are going to take victory in Miami. What a race from P3 on the grid as well. Beautiful race, absolutely spot on. Since the minute the lights went out till the end of the race, it's just been mwah, kiss it. That's how good of a race has been. Wow, just wow. That's all I have to say, just wow.
A truly magnificent win here at the Miami National Autodrome.
And thus is for the title fight now. The fight for us, and we have essentially done a beautiful race to keep it where we should have kept it at the start of this season, you know, trying to win the race, and we did. So yeah, fastest lap win. We've got the sprint win as well. Maximum points this weekend we have gotten. It's just what a race. We can't really hope for much more. Beautiful race for us. We'll let the podium finish one. Why have I still got my racing gloves on? What the hell? Why have they taken the racing gloves to the podium? GG's, what a race. AI difficulty 90.
Like that, who knows what the sport
90 AI. I don't think I've got the paddock pass podium points there.
All the excitement of Formula 1.
26.8 then for us for the fastest lap. Carlos Sainz finishing P6 at the end. Baron Barnes, anyways, a reserve driver. Ocon finished P13. Hamilton P10. It was both Mercedes, I have to say, struggled. Both, I mean, Aston Martin. Oh yeah, let's just check the standings. This is the standings then. Heading into Imola next. Imola, yes, Imola next. Back to Bamau, and we might stream Imola today. Most likely today. I'll do FP1, FP2, FP3 today. But yeah, if I do so, it will be in another 10-20 minutes, guys. I just need to record the highlights for Miami. But yeah, Piastri 110, Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc drops to P5. Alexander Albon loses out to Valtteri Bottas. He will stay P9 now. Unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton P10 after a very solid start to the season. Lance Stroll P11 does secure off the Alpine of Esteban Ocon. Drivers yet to score points. Both vehicles, both Kick Sabers and Theo Pourchaire in the Haas. Surprise, surprise. Constructor standings 201, 160. Yeah, McLaren, we may as well just gift them the trophy. Me and Ferrari wheel to wheel now in the constructors for P3. And realistically, we could get P2 in the constructors. Realism, not P1, but yeah. I'll see you guys in about half an hour time for Imola practice and qualifying. We'll do the race tomorrow, so yeah, I'll do practice and qualifying today. But yeah, what a race, guys, for us.